Vibrational healing. After 7 or 8 years of channeling information through, they showed me a healing technique that really has helped a lot of people. Often people only find me when they're at the low point in life and they need to get rid of this energy that they've got attached to the body. Vibrational healing looks at the past life, looks at your childhood, and looks at the future. So fear in each, or lessons in each, will show on the body. These tend to be deep-rooted, and so it takes a bit of energy or love in the body to bring them to the surface. Once traced back to where it come from, you can then release by telling the story. I've had some amazing results with this, and anybody can, I teach people to do it to themselves as well as work on people. Just a little insight is, whatever winds you up, think of something that winds you up, or what somebody says, or what somebody does, or anything. Get the specific word, and then imagine all the scenarios throughout your life where this has affected you. Situations. If it's a bit hard to, because some situations are quite strong with negative energy on the body, and so it's quite painful. So first of all, just put our pictures on the wall of all those situations and just explode them away. This gets rid of most of the negativity. Okay, most of the energies that are attached to. Then forgive yourself for the experience, because we created this experience to learn the lesson. And then we started vibrating, and subconsciously we have it on the body. So when we release a lot of energy, that's why we attract scenarios, situations, and people. From 0 to 7, you're a pure energy. And so you set this program, or you choose your parents, or you connect scenarios that often are silly little things. You know, I had a teddy that I loved to pieces, and my sister was crying, and I gave her my teddy as a sort of like to make her feel better, because she wanted my teddy. And then my mum said, "Oh, you know, maybe your sister should have that." Well, I love this teddy. I didn't go against my mum, but I loved it to pieces. I was only a young lad, so I have this thing about helping people and then being thrown back in my face, which, you know, I learned from the lesson from a teddy. You know, this is how it is sometimes. I mean, I've helped so many people with this, and obviously you have to be careful of sharing, because obviously these are deep-rooted things that come from even past life, where a scenario, and also I have found sometimes that it's not even sometimes the people's past lives as well. I've now researched and found through the channeling that we can take on somebody else's energy of life to learn in this life as well. You know, these are all just part of the lessons, because once we tap into everything, or become part of everything, we obviously can feel other people's past lives as well. They're all like major lessons, you know, parts of the body, from your third eye to your throat to your heart to your stomach. You know, these all can have attachments or deep-rooted lessons that need to be brought to the surface. So love into the body will release that. But once you cleared all these pictures away, then it the more you sort of like, then you go to the actual ones that really are big blockages. And then when you don't need to forgive the person for what they do, because that's their choice to do what they do. But there is a vibration that you might have put out to learn these lessons. So by every time any scenario that I've helped with myself or other people, I found that there was choices beforehand, and there is always a reason, always a bigger picture to why things happen. So clear that out, we'll release a lot of it. Then go back in time, trace it back to in your childhood, from 0 to 7. Of scenarios that you've held on to, or perceptions that you have created your life. You know, I've got one lady to do with past life where she just lost a partner, and 3 months ago, and she was struggling to walk. She had a leg. She'd been for treatment and everything like that. And when we helped her to understand that one of her past lives was actually behind enemy lines, she was stuck in a forest and had to have her leg amputated. So she hid in a hole, got caught in a trap, and had to have her leg amputated. And the trauma, which is often the case of these lessons, actually brought it to the surface. And with it bringing it to the surface, she was creating her body started to go into the past life of not being able to walk properly. So once we released that, and then we changed the energy of the body to produce new energy and everything, then we were able to release what was the vibration that was causing her leg not to work, and she was able to walk again and have freedom again, because her body is so amazing. It really just can create things. It can really sort of like create happenings, and so you've got to be very careful of your vibration. And so once you understand that and start to release the attachments and the fears and the worries, you start to allow your body to flow more, which then able to heal itself more. Your body's spending that much time trying to heal itself or take rid of the negativity in the body, that it's not able to heal itself, and that's why we hold on to stuff. So vibrational healing is certainly an amazing. It's given me so much insight into. So that's the sort of part of the reason why I don't do readings anymore, is because people come to me with problems, and I can see where in the past life or the childhood, where they were vibrating to attract those partners or the situations or everything. And so until they understand that, then why just tell somebody about a partner that, when you know the energy's not mixing between them, why just tell them that they shouldn't really be, the reason why they've been in that partner is because of a childhood scenario, People don't come to you for information. They want to know whether the relationship's going to work or not work, And so it's more of a material, human thing that the readings fulfill. Whereas when we get into the deeper side of why we attracted scenarios and why we created the scenarios and why we're vibrating, you need to go into more depth to release. Okay, so vibrational healing is looking at the past, the childhood, and even a scenario to do with the future. I had a lady who was moving house, and she just didn't want to go to a house. She didn't understand why. And once we released, which was showing on the body, her right foot actually, once we released that, she was able to move. She'd realised that the fear of moving to the new place was on her body, and why the reason why she didn't want to go. And then she could enjoy a new place, because she dreamt about having this place, but the fear of moving was causing problems with her ankle. So the body shows you all the time the opportunities to let go of all this stuff. And then you got deep root subconscious that comes when you put love into the body, it brings it to the surface. That's why when you're in a relationship or you're feeling love, you tend to find that you do have the odd moments of this stuff coming through that your body's trying to release, because now it's feeling the love. It doesn't need all that you're holding on to. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful. Take care.